Okay, so what we did last week was set up the schematic floor plan. And even now, it's not really a full schematic floor plan. We need to develop doors, windows, and all those other components that go into the building itself. But I think what I want to do before we get to that level is to actually develop the second floor plan. And that might actually look a little funky because we're going to have to reference a bunch of different parts of the drawings in order to do that. So I guess let's jump up to the level 2 floor plan, and what you're going to see is something that looks like this. The formatting is a little bit different, and I want you to open the 3D view as well. So close that schematic floor plan, click on the little house button in the top, and it'll look like that, and then type in WT. So, the little house button up here, this guy. So just have a 3D view and and your second floor plan open. So I guess what you're going to realize is that we made a really pretty first floor plan and it looked nice and it was really presentable, but our model is nowhere near developed into a house yet. So we've got our work cut out for us. Yeah.
I'm so confused how to get to the,
okay.
the perspective view.
Yeah.
Is there a shortcut for creating two screens side by side?
Yes. You mean like if it's like that and you want to tile them? Yeah, WT. Okay, all right, so we're going to be working on the second floor plan. If you go to your drawing set right here, it's the next page. That's this one right here. The key with like second floor plans, guys, is that you have to be aware that the model will transcend both floors. So you don't need to draw new second floor walls, generally, as long as the walls itself go up. So let's jump real quick back to the 3D view so that you can just, or the perspective view, I should say. Not every wall here is sort of transcending both floors. So that's a very important distinction. So let's go to the second floor plan, and we're going to kind of analyze which walls are actually going to be a part of that. So we've got a few things going on here. We have exterior walls that look like they kind of match the first floor a little bit, but we also have ones that offset. So basically what you're seeing here, if you guys aren't as well practiced looking at construction drawings yet, is this is a roof below, and that's the parapet that you saw in the front of the building, the garage. And then the wall across here is the second floor level. Okay, so we're modeling that separate from the first floor. So let's go through looking at that in Revit real quick so that you can understand what that was. So basically, the alignment of that is to this grid line and this grid line, not that right there. So that's what you saw in that view. See that? That's what this is. And that's those two grids. So I'm going to just kind of mass out the exterior walls on the second floor, and then we're going to kind of finagle it into the architectural condition that is our building. Is that clear? So it's a little bit confusing sometimes. You might get these little pockets of space that aren't correct during this process, but you just go through the process of trying to, I guess hone it in to something that's what it needs to be. So let's go here. I'm going to just grab one of my first floor walls and type in CS to create similar. And I'm pretty sure it went something like that. And I'm drawing it off. This is just a method I use because I don't really, I guess, how do I want to say this? I like the align tool a lot. So I don't generally worry about where I draw it because I'm going to realign it by using AL. I'm going to click here and here and there, here and there, and here and there. Okay, so I'm going to spin this around real fast so you can see what that is. Okay, I know it doesn't mean much to you right now, but I want to just kind of jump back to the drawing of the building, the perspective view. And I just want to show you a little bit comparatively like what that actually is. Yes, I am. Yeah, I'll go back and explain it to you guys too. So what we've modeled is this. Okay, there's your garage in the bottom left, right? And the little pop out here is what you just modeled right there. Is that clear? It does, you know, the proportions are off. It doesn't look exactly the same, and there's no roof, obviously, but we'll get there. Okay, I don't want you to be freaked out by the fact that this looks nothing like the building yet. What's that? Oh, yeah, I guess a little bit, yeah. So jumping back to that second floor, let's basically just go through the process, guys, as a group, just drawing the rest of these walls, and then we're going to move into the roof plan. The only thing I want to point out to you is that this element right here, when you see a really deep shade like this, that is the cut of the roof over a very low slanted angle. So I'm going to draw it real quick up here. If you have a roof that slopes like this, and you cut a floor plan through it, then the poché section is actually like this wide. Okay, so that's like a really thick poché section. Just wanted to point that out. Okay. Okay, so I'm sure you have questions, but I'm going to kind of go through this process with you offline. But are there general questions before I do that?